Let's see, what does that say? Saslenawi. Oh wait, no, they're bats. It's probably Castlevania. Hello everyone, I am the MoeChicken, and welcome to Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Now, in accordance with content creator guidelines, I am required to make something spooky scary in the month of October. However, I am a chicken. And so, as always, I had to pick something that was not actually scary, but has scary themes. So we're going to be playing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. In large part because it is, I think, the one that I never hear people talking about. Like, this and Circle of the Moon, I suppose. I'm just gonna be Mo again. I'm gonna be Mo Star. Oh yes. This one and Circle of the Moon are both completely overshadowed by our Aria of Sorrow. Anyway. 50 years have passed since Simon Belmont vanquished the curse of Dracula. Fate has dictated that Just Belmont, blood descendant of the Belmont family, hunt for the relics of Dracula. One day, Just's best friend, Maxim, who had set out on a training expedition 2 years earlier, returned unexpectedly, his body covered with wounds. He informs Just that Lydie, a childhood friend whom they both deeply care about, has been kidnapped. Maxim has completely lost his memory of his time training away from home, and only has vague images of the kidnapping. Ignoring his bodily injuries, Maxim leads Just to the place where he believes Lydie is being held captive. Passing through the thick fog, the two men happen upon a castle undocumented on any map. Could this be the fabled Dracula's castle? Standing solemnly in the night, this forbidding castle welcomes its unexpected guests as the moonlight shines upon it. Is that really the moon? It looks like a gigantic orange and the sky is red. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Yes, this is the one that takes place with Just Belmont. It is Bishy Halloween this year. Alright, here we go. So you truly believe that Lydie was brought to this castle? My memory fails me, but it seems to be the place. Don't you believe me? Believe me, and my eyebrows. I know better than anyone that you are not the type to lie. Just. Arg! Are you alright? I'm fine. It's Lydie you should be concerned about, not me. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. You have my word. Okay then. I'll see you inside. Alright, so now we have Just, and he has echoes behind him. Also, he's constantly surrounded with this blue outline. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, yes? What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? You're a monster, aren't you? Yep, you are. Hi there. Are you a monster? Yes, you are. I think you're just supposed to run away at this point. I'm just going to run away. Just gonna run away. Just gonna run. Remember that for later. Just gonna run away. Just gonna run away. Running away. Running away. So I think, yeah, this one I feel like gets talked about less. And actually, in truth, I didn't like it the first time I played it. Oh, am I gonna be saved? Yeah. Look at the cool sassy pose. Yeah. Oh, he exploded. Exploded with lots of fire. But now we can't get out. But we can go in. The entrance. Yeah, so Aria of Sorrow, which I believe was the third of the three on the Game Boy Advance, definitely was the sort of golden child for that era, because it had, you know, Soma, the Bishy golden child of this era, and everyone loved the Soul System so much that they just didn't care about anything else. And so I feel like both this and Circle of the Moon were overshadowed. Now, I've never finished Circle of the Moon. I'm currently playing through it just sort of on my own. But I have beaten this one. But there's some things about this game. Oh, I got casual wear. Hang on. I got clothes. Clothes, please. Yeah, let's see. Body. Casual. Clothes worn by city folk. Okay, sounds good. It appears to just be a shirt, so I only have a shirt, no pants. Yeah, this game has... It's sort of interesting. Like, it has some improvements based on some of the things that I talked about back when I was doing my, well, at the Shrine of Apostates, I can't do anything. I can just kind of kind of just hang out. Never mind! I guess I have to remember that that lizard is there in the future. It has some changes that I think were largely in reaction to Symphony of the Night, because as I understand it, Circle of the Moon I think came out first of the 3 on the GBA, and then this one came out, and then Aria of Sorrow came out. And I want to say that this game was made by the same people who made Symphony of the Night, whereas Circle of the Moon was not. Like, I think Circle of the Moon was made by Konami Kobe, and this was made by Konami Tokyo. Incidentally, the Kobe team is also responsible for Castlevania 64, so they just kind of have a different mindset when it comes to these games. I would say that they have like a more traditional mindset. Anyway, so as we go through this, I'll be able to show off some of the various things that are a reaction to Symphony of the Night. What's this? I got the Soul Orb. What does the Soul Orb do? What do you? It's a relic, I guess. Allows you to... Okay. So it's like the... I think they called it the Fairy Orb in Symphony of the Night. That guy actually took his head off. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah, so this game stars Just Belmont, the grandson of Simon Belmont, actually. This, I believe, is the closest game to... is that better than my casual clothes? Probably, right? Yeah, it is. It's funny that they don't actually color it in any way. This, I believe, is the closest one to the original Castlevania in terms of the timeline. I don't think any are actually as close as this one is, other than, I guess both Castlevania 1, 2, and 4 all feature Simon, so they're all close to each other, but yeah, anyway. And Just here is a Bishy, very much inspired, I assume, by Alucard. He kind of looks almost identical to Alucard, really, except his hair is flatter. But he's like extremely pale, and he's got like the echo effect behind him. He definitely feels more like a vampire than a vampire hunter. But his personality is generally very forthright and straightforward. Like he acts very much like a hero, even though he looks... he looks kind of devious in this bit. Look at that arched eyebrow and those deeply lidded eyes. And his buddy, Maxim, who we already saw, is also here. And throughout the castle, we will continue to encounter Maxim. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For right now, we're just going through the castle. We're just kind of getting our bearings. Now, one thing about this game is that the music is kind of terrible at times. Honestly, I used to make the joke that it's called Harmony of Dissonance because so much of the music is dissonant, and in fact that may be the case, that they made music that was intentionally sort of harsh to, reflect that same notion. If that's the case, then good on them, because that's actually a very clever thing to do. If it's not, they just made really terrible music a lot of the time. Now the song we're hearing right now, which is Just's theme, I like a lot. I think it's a cool song, but a lot of the songs have kind of the same problem that, if you remember back in my Symphony of the Night playthrough, in the reverse castle, there is that part where you are going through the castle in reverse, and there's that one song that just kind of plays over and over again. The one that's like da da. Well, no, there are two. There's the da 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 song, which isn't very good, and then there's the one that's just kind of like a continual crescendo. Both of those are kind of like a lot of the music in this. They reuse songs that aren't great, and there's a reason for that. There's actually a reason for that, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So, music's not the best, but there's some things that are really cool about this. The main gimmick of this game is that since Just here only has access to a whip, they needed to give him some way to power up. Now, again, if I have the can't go this way. Never mind. If I have the chronology right, this is the second of the GBA ones. The first being Circle of the Moon, as I mentioned earlier. And in Circle of the Moon, sort of the gimmick was that the protagonist of that one, Nathan Graves, actually, they never really explain it, but he had the vampire killer whip. I don't know how. He could use it. It wasn't killing him, so go figure. I guess that's before that had. Oh, I'm in the marble corridor now. Oh yeah, this song's pretty cool too. A lot of the good music was front loaded. Yeah. So Nathan Graves used the vampire killer, and the gimmick was that you would find these like cards. They call them spell cards. Oh, it's Death. What was Death's voice from before? Halt! The color of your soul. You must be a Belmont. Your soul is blue. You can't lie to me. I see it leaking out of your sprite. That is correct. This overwhelming power. Death? Indeed. Which means this is, in fact, Dracula's castle. I mean, not really. I could be somewhere else, I'm not always in Dracula's castle. That may be true, though the power that is here is not my lord's. What do you mean? I must go now. We shall meet again, son of Belmont. Arg! He got away, and I did my best bowling throw. He kind of looked like he, followed through with a bowling ball. Oh, no. Alright, so Death's here, apparently. Yeah, so Nathan had I got Castle Map 1. That's cool. Do I need to use it, or do I already have... Okay, yeah, it just opens up. Nathan had the spell cards, and the spell cards allowed you to have, well, how would you describe it? Sort of various things you could do, based on a combination. So you'd have, I guess you'd call them primary cards and secondary cards. They didn't really have those names, but that's how I'll refer to them. It's 2 rows of cards. And the top row of the 2 would provide types of augmentation, and the bottom row provided elements for those augmentations. And the combination thereof would provide you with different abilities, which is cool. Problem is, if I understand correctly, and again, I haven't played all the way through it, so I can't say for sure, but I believe the spell cards are sort of like random drops, like they're drops from enemies. So if you're unlucky, you could just go for a lot of the game without most of the functionality. It's kind of frustrating because a lot of the special abilities are kind of really useful. In this one, what they decided to do is they continue the idea of augmenting the whip, but instead, you also augment your sub-weapons. So Just here has the standard set of sub-weapons plus a couple of extras. So you got the knife, the cross, the axe, the holy water, etc. Can I get you up there? I want to get you up there. I don't want to go up there. I want to throw this. There you go. Have some holy water. Be blessed! But when you have a spell card equipped, the sub-weapons will be changed based on what you have. So, simple example, with the holy water, if you equip the ice card, your holy water will, I think it makes a rainstorm. Ooh, I got field armor? Cool. Armor woven from log blades of grass. Does that work? Is that a thing? Maybe that's a Japanese thing. I feel like I've heard of that before, but I just can't imagine it working. Although, truth be told, I mean, Japan had cloth armor, so I guess it makes sense. I don't know. Go figure. Oh, here's my first book. It's the ice book. So let's see. So I get spellbook on. So you can turn them on and off. If you turn them off, you become sort of normal, and they all operate the same. If you turn them on, they do different things, and I think they have a higher heart cost too. So let's see. So I use it. Oh no, that's right. So when you have the holy water, it actually just encases. It seeks out enemies and encases them in damage. And I was wrong. Check it out. So instead of using my hearts when I use it, it actually uses my magic gauge. So you can see it's just kind of a little bit different. They decided to go a new direction, and that's cool. Again, it's that notion of sort of evolution of the concept. I thought there was a way to quickly turn it off, though. Whoa, that's not what I want. Ow. Die. I thought there was a way to... No, that's just backdash, forward dash, forward dash. Just is a bed of much backdashing and forward dashing. Forward dashing feels like something that would be hard to use. I thought there was a way to quickly turn it off. I guess not. Okay, off. And now I throw this at you, and you get moisturized. That was the first word that came to mind. Moisturized. Oh, I forgot about that. He can also do flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Although he's not actually flicking his wrist. He's doing the whip diddly. The whip diddly. All right, I gotta find a save point because it is 15 minutes, and that's what I'm gonna try and aim for these episodes. So let's see. Have I passed one? Well, the nearest one's nowhere nearby, so I'll just go ahead and end the episode here. Yes, so we're going to be trying to go through this during October. Hopefully I will get through the whole game. We'll see. Well, I mean, I'll get through the whole game, but hopefully I'll get through the whole game in October. We'll find out. I am MoeChicken. This is Castlevania Harmony of I keep wanting to say Harmony of Despair. No, that's the PlayStation Network one. This is Harmony of Dissonance. I am the MoeChicken. Thanks for stopping by.